Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Phil Lipoff. Skiers have been trapped in small but still dangerous avalanches this weekend. The Colorado Avalanche Information Center says people have reported more than 30 avalanches just since Friday.
And 9 News reporter Angeline McCall joins us now. And Angeline, they said they're estimating there's actually been double that number of avalanches.
Exactly. Much of the central and northern mountains are currently under considerable avalanche danger. The CAIC says in those areas, the avalanche danger is rated at 3 out of 5. And much of that has to do with the very little snowfall we've seen during the early season until, of course, this weekend. Parts of the mountains saw as much as 3 feet of snowfall since Friday. With such a large amount of snow coming down in just 48 hours, the snowpack is fairly weak still, and according to the CAIC, it's easy to trigger an avalanche right now.
But a lot of slopes remain ripe for human-triggered avalanches, and that's why we're still seeing a lot of the state, especially that central and northern mountains, sitting at considerable avalanche danger or level 3 out of 5. And that
Because we still don't have the base we would typically have at this point in the season, of course, people are eager to get out there, ski, snowshoe, all of the winter activities. So this sort of pent-up demand is also a concern that we could see more avalanches, particularly in the backcountry. In the studio, Angela McCall, 9 News.
All right, Angeline, thank you. And we've been talking about this now for a couple of days, Kathy. You were talking about feet of snow, and it did in fact fall, which is, wonderful news to folks who want to get up there in the mountains and start skiing and snowboarding.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
Sometimes it's too much all at once.
Exactly. And we have more snow in the forecast for the mountains tomorrow, the next day, Wednesday, possibly Thursday, adding to that avalanche danger. And that storm, as advertised, was the biggest storm for the mountains of the season so far, with 1 to 2 feet of snow that has fallen. It's calmer tonight after a windy and cool Sunday, and the drive on I-70 much improved over what we saw a few hours ago. We're currently sitting at 40 degrees here in the city. Temperatures in the 40s today, but the wind made it feel so much colder. The worst of the wind this hour around Black Hawk, Dumont, up toward the Kenosha Pass area and up toward Loveland Pass. The winds will be increasing tomorrow night as we go under a high wind watch in the foothill areas west of I-25, extending up into southeastern Wyoming. We have another storm that's approaching. It's a fast moving system, a little bit moisture starved, but scattered snow showers are likely, and getting a break from the mountain snow for now. But we do have that snow developing by lunchtime, and the wind will be increasing in the foothills. Denver will enjoy a calmer day, a less windy day, and a milder day, and this will kind of be a trend for us for the next few days. Temperatures in the 30s over the next few hours or so. Weather headlines include more mountain snow on the way, more wind for the foothills, and a really nice extended forecast for Denver. All those details ahead.
New tonight, Lakewood police are investigating a burglary turned deadly. Police say they were called to a home last night after getting a report of a woman found dead in her home. That home is on South Kendall Street. It's off West Alameda near South Harlan. Police believe the woman's death is connected to a burglary, but they've released very few details, and they haven't reported making any arrests. If you have a home or business in that area, police are asking you to check your security cameras for anything suspicious. Call them if you find anything.
A bus carrying students and staff from a high school in Grand Junction was involved in a pretty serious crash in Lakewood. The bus and a car collided around 7:30 last night at 6th and Kipling. The crash involved a group of Central High School wrestlers in the area for that tournament. We still don't know how many people were on board the bus or in the car, but we do know from calling area hospitals at least 15 people were treated because of it. It's not clear how many of those patients are students or staff who were on the bus or people who were inside the car when they crashed. But the school district did tell us at this time several students and staff still remain hospitalized. The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
A firefighter is recovering from minor injuries after responding to a burning home in southwest Denver. It happened this afternoon near Alameda and Knox. Fire officials say a fire in the crawl space burned through the first floor. A firefighter fell through the opening in the floor. Fire officials say he was quickly rescued by crews on the scene. He suffered minor burns to his arm. No one else was hurt. The cause of that fire is under investigation. State Representative Shannon Byrd is stepping down from the legislature as the Democrat focuses on her run for a congressional seat. Byrd announced on social media today that January 5th will be her last day. The state lawmaker represents Westminster. She was first elected in 2018. Byrd says she's leaving because she wants to fully focus on her campaign for the 8th Congressional District. It is the most competitive seat in Colorado, and it's currently held by Republican Gabe Evans. Byrd is joined in the race by fellow Democrats, State Representative Manny Rutinel and State Treasurer Dave Young. A vacancy committee who will decide who will finish out Byrd's current term, and that term lasts through the beginning of 2027. The Broncos won their 10th straight game today over the dreaded Raiders. And when you've got a really good team, you're bound to find Broncos fans of all ages.
And they're everywhere. 9 News reporter Rachel Krause takes us to Westminster, specifically where a group of longtime fans gathered to watch the game.
When the orange and blue take the field,
Yay!
fans stop to watch.
Boy, they can just keep that up.
Gail George has been cheering this team on for a while now.
Oh dear, probably all my life, I'm sure. They finally got enough, better that we could like them. But boy, at first it was pretty bad.
As long as they've been here, I've been a fan, yeah. Haven't regretted it 1 minute.
Dave Gerlach sits front row. He doesn't like to miss it.
They always seem to come up with something interesting, so I watch them faithfully.
Dave, Gail, and a bunch of the residents pack in near the TV at Greenridge Place.
Yeah, you're a cheerleader.
Ready for the watch party at the assisted living community.
You're pretty cool, yeah.
Get him. Oh no, don't let him out.
With a winning season, it's easy for new fans to hop on the bandwagon.
No.
But these fans are OG, dedication that's grown with the decades.
I hope so. I just say, come on guys, let's go.
And thrilled to see the Broncos pulling off win after win.
They're getting better. Look at that.
10 straight is exciting, especially over a rival.
Raiders? Who are they?
Gail and Dave believe this is the team that'll take the Broncos all the way.
Oh, absolutely, you betcha.
Gail tells me she and the residents will be right back here next Sunday to watch the Broncos as they take on the Packers.
Well, they haven't had many sad days. They've had only happy days cheering on this team right now.
And when you've gotten through some seasons over the decades that maybe haven't been so great, it's really nice to see them so excited to be able to see a team that's doing really well.
Yeah, you don't miss that gathering then.
Absolutely.
If they're not playing well, you're like, I don't need to go to the party.
And I'm telling you.
This week, every time.
They've got the glasses, the pom-poms, they're all ready to
They're
go.
all set.
Good. Thanks, Rachel.